No matter what they suffered eventually, the teaching was joyful. And so the message then gets even more complex. For now we ask you for wisdom. Wisdom to drop an old consciousness that asks for help. You can say to Spirit, "Dear Spirit, tell me what it is I need to know," and laugh the whole time, knowing you don't know anything. But you're going to receive that which you need. Good enough, isn't it? What if Spirit only doles out what you need as you need it? Is it good enough for you? Or is there a linear thing that says I have to have a storehouse before I'm happy? The definition of abundance is that your needs are taken care of every moment that you need it. That you don't need to know what's happening tomorrow, or that there's going to be something there for you tomorrow. There will be. We've said it before, the metaphor, the epitome, the history of this is the Israelites in the desert fed every morning for 40 years. And it's an interesting metaphor, is it not? That the generations that came, even though they were fed every morning, at some time during the day, there was fear of whether they would be fed the next morning. It's so human, is it not? I'm going to ask you to drop that. How much love do you have to have before you realize it's always there? How many answers and synchronicities do you have to have before you realize that's the system? It's time for humanity, especially old souls and light workers, to stop fearing the future. To understand that this system is forever. Long after you're gone and returned, the system will be in place and you'll be using it. The older you become, akashically, the better you're going to understand it. Let me tell you something. The energy is in place right now, and we've said it before, that when you return in this next lifetime, no matter what age you are, dear ones, this is going to happen. When you return the next lifetime, and you will, you're all coming back, all of you. You wouldn't miss this. You've spent too many years and lifetimes waiting for this. You're going to line up to return. And when you return, you will not have to relearn what you had to learn this lifetime. Because the Akashic awakening is going to be so complete. You won't know who you were or what you did, but you'll have the wisdom not to make the same mistakes. It's beautiful. And part of that wisdom is to know how the system works and to work it in a synchronistic way better than you've ever worked at this time, and be joyful when you do it. Your next life is going to be better than this one. Period. Because the wisdom on the planet that you have helped create, you're going to wallow in and enjoy, and it's about time you had a vacation. It's about time. It's going to feel that way because things are going to be easier. Right now, this is difficult because you carry around with you the bias of history. In an old energy, that's all you've experienced. It's all you know. You judge everything by that. And when you come back, you won't. You'll judge everything by the new energy that you recognize, that you're comfortable with, and you see as opportunity to change the planet. You can hardly wait. You come out of the womb ready to go. Your parents will look into your eyes and they'll go, "Holy moly, who's this?" That's how different you'll be. That's how different you'll be. The very countenance of infants is going to start changing. Born into a new energy, an old soul is not going to have the attributes of an old-style infant. Everything starts to morph and change and be part of a new energy on the planet. Everything. I tell you this so that you will know not only in this lifetime do you have things to look forward to, but from now on. The system is big. You're eternal. And you'll continue what you started now. It's hard for humans to think past the one lifetime. Indeed, that is the plan, and that should be. But I can tell you, I've been with you before. Kryon is the name of the group that comes before you right now that helps to facilitate the information of this new shift. And before you had this new shift, there were other messages given at other times. I was there. You give angelic names to this very process. An angel speaks to you. It has a name. A group speaks to you. You don't like that. It's got to have a name. The further back you go in history, when Spirit speaks to you, now it has to have a name, a body, skin, and wings, a halo. It has to look like you, act like you, and just in order for you to understand it at all. That's changing. And some of you will understand that Spirit is really part of you, speaking to you. It's a friend. It's not apart from you. It's not God in the sky. It's you in the sky. Part of the creative source, part of a plan, part of a system. A graduate earth is coming. Things happen slowly for you. There are some seniors in the audience who can look back. The attendees that are here look back in their lives as though it were yesterday. As though it were yesterday, and a lifetime races by to them. And they look at their chronological age and they can't believe it. So many things have happened, and only yesterday they remembered this and that and this and that. This is just an inkling of what it's like on the other side, for we see all of humanity this way. Yesterday you arrived. Today you're graduating. It's beautiful. You're timeless. You don't get older, you get better. This is how we see you, because we are part of you. We are part of you. We're not separated from you. I speak to you as Kryon, as part of a soul group that's you. I've never been a human. It doesn't matter. Because part of your soul is of the Creator, and so am I. I'm part of you, you are part of me. Doesn't it feel this way? Doesn't it feel more comfortable? There are so many right now starting to understand that the messages are profoundly beautiful and comforting, because the system is here and working. I want you to go from this place changed, standing a little taller in who you are and why you're here, knowing there are solutions, perhaps that you don't know are coming, and they are coming. As long as you laugh, as long as you're joyful, as long as you chase fear out of your life and say to the fear that's there, you don't belong here. Get out of my life. Not anymore. Human, you're coming out of an older energy, and this is a tough time. The next time around, you won't remember an older energy. You'll only remember the new energy you're in. It's going to change everything. Children are being born right now with that attribute. One of the issues of children that is so misunderstood is that they do not have old energy attributes of remembrance. All they know is what is possible, not what is not possible. And because of that, they look like they're troublemakers, because they don't fit into the old energy that you've experienced. It's a time of shift. Part of the shift is this: it won't last forever. For there'll come a time when the generations will all be new. And when that time comes, things will be different. The earth will be different. What you do will be different. And you'll be here as one of them. It's beautiful. Spirit knows who you are. The hand of benevolence on the other side of the veil knows who you are. Ready for you to laugh with them. Have joy with them. Don't worry about it. There's too much intellectualizing. How do I do it? What will happen? How many parts are there? If I do this, will this happen? It's really quite funny how linear you're making the beauty and the love of God. Relax. Smile. Be joyful. Don't figure it out. And so it is.